Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlike. Brad and I are doing a discussion over The Last of Us: Escape the Dark. Brad, I'm going to go ahead and let you take it over from here. Because, now, here's the thing. This is 1,000,000%, I think, geared towards Last of Us superfans. Which I am not. That is not to say I don't. I've only ever played the first game, and the first game is great. But Brad's favorite game of all time, probably forever, is The Last of Us. So, what do you think of the board game, Brad?
I think the board game was fine. What I did find is, well, no, like I think playing it solo is the best way to do it, because you have to play with at least two characters.
Okay.
You have to.
That makes
if you're
sense.
playing solo.
You would just die immediately if you were playing solo.
And I'm not sure. One of the things I'm not sure about, like if you played with, let's say, 4 characters.
Oh God.
I'm not. I'm thinking. I'm just trying to decide. Like, I think it would be almost too easy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it does add. I guess it multiplies how many dice.
You just have 1,000,000 dice to trudge through. Alright, so I don't think this game is bad by any means. This game is kind of, for me, the most whatever game. Because, yeah, you have moments of the video game. Mainly the giraffe. It's the one I specifically remember. And then it's just kind of like, here's dice and you match symbols. I pretty much felt so nothing during this that I don't see why you would ever want to replay it, you know? Like, all the cards that at every location is virtually beat for beat the exact same.
There are multiple cards that we didn't use that were from each location to change it up too.
But, I mean, from the downtown to the sewers to the university, they were all pretty much, you can't listen or sneak. Here's more dice. None of them really changed combat, and I mean the boss that we happened to fight, the infected swarm, was just the rinse and repeat of the exact same, except there were 3 waves. But whenever you can go in with guns blazing and just mow them all down, it's like, all right, I guess that was that. I don't know. The art is amazing. Like, the art's really good. Just the gameplay, I didn't feel The Last of Us at all.
See, I did a little more, but this is just an iteration of their whole Escape the Dark Sector, Escape the Dark Castle games, and they got this IP and put it out. That's why all the art looks like that, and all that stuff, and it's all about how black and white and grays. So I think it kind of follows a lot of the similar vibes of that game. I haven't played those, but from what I've seen and looked at it, it kind of has kind of a little bit of a similar deal. I know it's not exact. Almost
kind of like a choose your own adventure. I have played the Dark Tower one. It has been so long though since I have. I want to say it was almost a deck of pretty much events, which is kind of what you do here, except it's at different locations. And it's roll or resolve. So it's definitely not a game geared towards me, because I don't want to just sit here and roll dice and just, what I get? And waste an hour. Not that... Again, because, like, what's worse? Like, a painfully boring game or a inherently badly designed game? And my stance on that is always kind of like a boring game. Kind of like watching a boring movie. It's like, I'm feeling nothing. At least with a bad game or a bad movie, you can make fun of it, and you can have a good time with the horrendousness of that. This one, I was just so... Yeah, we'll go here. We'll stick together. I don't see any reason to split up. Because the one time we did, it's like, we're going to lose.
Right.
You're over there, and Ellie's in the sewers about to die because it's a child in the sewers of this horrible world.
Yeah, that couldn't roll a die.
Yeah, I mean, the single die for every person is like pretty much just changes your odds. I did like the special ability part. I like that.
Yeah, where it chooses, and everybody has their own layout.
Yeah,
different
virtually
stuff.
the same though. I'd imagine with the take the lead and draw blind, but then there's like one that's different
Yeah,
from everyone.
probably. I mean, I haven't really looked at. Let's take the lead, draw blind, sneak, draw blind, take the line, listen. This one's fight alone, draw blind, take the lead. So take the lead and draw blind are everybody.
Is
and then
everyone
it's-
and
that's
then
either
fight
listen,
alone. So
fight
Bill
alone,
and
or
Joel are
sneak.
the same, and because you have all those characters, but they're virtually the exact same.
Right.
And I don't know who's running to The Last of Us to go play Bill. Yo, Bill's my favorite character. The guy who was in like one scene in the game, right? Is that the guy in the
there was a
garage?
segment when you go to his little town.
Yeah.
And stuff, but yeah.
But I mean, in terms of gameplay, you go to a location, you flip a card, read it. It might be a combat, it might not. If it is a combat, it's just a multiplicative amount of dice that you roll a die to. Oh, I got a fist. Remove a fist die. Oh, I got a crit. I get to choose and remove it. And oh, I got a fist and a shield. That means I'm not taking retaliatory damage. And I mean, you get a gun, then you get a good gun, I should say, not the starting guns. Those suck. Then I mean, that assault rifle. Whenever we went to the university, and that was like the intel we got. It's like, okay, well,
Yeah.
time to mow down.
Well, like there was a few times because I rolled it probably 6 times,
Something like
And
that,
there was
yeah.
One time I rolled all hits, and then a couple times I rolled all misses.
Yeah.
So it's like, of course that's a 9-year-old shooting at us.
Yeah, and I'm over here taking damage from it. It's Zombicide rules. You just unload into me, and it's like, god damn it. But how much was this?
The regular version, retail version, is like $80 MSRP. So, I mean,
Bumping up the price for
the-
that IP.
the collector's edition, this one, I think I spent like $120.
I mean, component-wise, everything's nice. The board's nice. The art is really good. Like I said, I mean, the art is, and honestly, in my opinion, the best thing about the game. Card quality is good. Dice are good. So I mean, there's nothing really cheap about it in terms of like components. Man, I would find it hard to be like, this is a $120 game in terms of gameplay. Like, 80's pushing it, but it's like what we get in terms of gameplay. It's like, this feels like it's like a $50 game, but they're like, well, it's The Last of Us, so gotta jack up that price.
I feel decent on the purchase because I'm gonna play it quite a bit.
Are you?
Yes. Well, because just like yesterday when I was learning the thing and I was going through the deal, it's just like, get to set the mood, play
Yeah.
play your music, roll through it. I mean, it's a quick game, especially when you're
It
playing a
is.
solo or double. You just, if you know what you're doing, you just go through, and turns are quick because you're just
Rolling dice. That's all
it.
you're
You
doing.
Read the story and go. I mean, it's not a brain burning game whatsoever,
Nope.
and you don't need to go into it expecting that.
Yeah.
But like I would say, if this did not have, this is why I don't think I'll get the other games. This Dark Sector
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah.
Like, the theme is why,
Right.
because like how you started off, the Last of Us series is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So like that alone is what gets me to enjoy this game because it puts me back in that world, even if it's abstractly,
Yeah.
a little bit and stuff.
And the entire time you're playing this, you're like, oh, if only I could play something better, like the video game. Like the clearly superior video game. But instead I'll play watered down, pasted on theme. Like this, because come on. This is clearly pasted on.
Well, I don't know what the other games are like though. Like, because if it was just a matter of if it had the same layout and you were just different locations.
I know it's
stuff
definitely
like
not
that.
the same layout.
Right. So I mean, this has a little bit of the theme where you have the threat, and you have the campsites, and you have stash. Where you're getting items. These are thematic to where they're at, even though they aren't necessarily a whole lot different. The
Yeah.
theme of the story is different because the sewers, everything was in the sewers, and it's brings in parts of the game where when you're in that sewers, there's when those skitters are going around and stuff, and just like that one card when I caught the one with the flashlight, you know.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You could, you know, there's different parts that it does bring into it, and yeah, like it's not identical by any means to the game, but there's enough callbacks to the game in this. You know, just like this. If you do not watch or play The Last of Us, like you get this switchblade.
Yeah.
It's just a switchblade.
Right.
I get this switchblade, and I just automatically think of the whole story of everything to do with that switchblade with Ellie. You know, so it's like that's the kind of stuff I can pull out when I'm playing this game. You know.
Yeah.
Just like when we were picking weapons at the beginning, Joel uses the revolver. So
Right.
you got the revolver, you know, and stuff like that. It's just stuff that kind of.
Yeah, I guess it's just the major difference between like you and I, and then also just me and a lot of people. IP games, it's like it has to be so radically different that why would I ever choose to play the board game over the better version of a video game inherently? That's why Slay the Spire was such a great game to me, because I'm like, oh, it's now Slay the Spire, which is great, but co-op, and now that completely kind of changes the whole dynamic.
Right.
But it's with games like this. I mean, because Slay the Spire, the video game, is a deck builder. But whenever it's Bloodborne, the board game, I was like, oh, you know, this is kind of interesting. And then as I kept playing, I was like, oh, this is worse. I think I'd rather just play the video game. And like coming to this and seeing, yes, this is the, you know, a switchblade item, and Ellie has that. Oh man, if only I could just go play that scene again. It's just so strange to me. And speaking of the threat, that track is so stupid. That's something I actually inherently dislike, because to progress from location to location, it can't be blocked, and pretty much you do a spot, and then it's like, oh, remove a threat. And then you remove a threat, and you're like, cool, now we can move. Nope, you can only move at the beginning of the next day, so new day, and put that threat back. So every location, you're just kind of, it's like a tug of war for like pretty much the beginning of the game. So you're getting things undone, so you're not really progressing until you really get past 10 rounds. And then it's like, okay, well now we can just kind of make it. I never felt a pressure from this.
Well, and we could have, because if we would have early in the game, if we would have used that campsite,
yeah,
you know, because we went through it. We were fortunate with a lot of our roles and how things worked out, not getting the events. We did, you know, getting that stuff, because we never had an event pop off. We always happened to find them, because that changes.
Yeah,
and then I did get close to lose. We did get close to losing the game because of my stupid ass and almost dying in the sewers. But
sure,
if we would have done that, or whenever we searched, if we would have done the lose a day.
Yeah,
I mean, we were only a few away. You know, if we would have done that a couple times, there's that threat. We managed to not do that. Plus, you know, just the
the events are all like, I mean, tripwires is you just lose health, but the other two that we bypassed by gaining intel was lose a day, add a boss token.
And then these boss tokens would probably, I mean, I know we had a deal, but this could have really sucked.
I like that those are different. I like that they're not just, add extra dice, but some of them are.
Some of that could have sucked down the deal. I will say, if this game intrigues you at all, I mean, you can't buy the collector's edition on their website. You have to find it secondhand. The retail edition, though, like these tokens with the X's and exclamation points, that's what goes there instead of minis. So that takes away visually quite a bit.
Honestly.
I mean, you know, just having the tokens. Plus, you also don't have your character minis. You have these tokens, and they're on the white side when you take your action and you turn it over and stuff. So, I mean, if this is a game you want to try out, for the extra, I mean, if you're going to spend $80, you might as well try to find one for a little bit more and
hope someone's not scalping the price.
Oh, that most of it is. I found a guy that wasn't scalping.
Yeah.
He pretty much gave it to me at cost.
Yeah, which is great, because that's how it should be. But people are like gonna charge up because you can't find it except secondhand.
I actually got this for cheaper than $120.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You're like, because I robbed the
No,
guy.
because the guy I was gonna buy it from had it in shrink for 120.
Okay.
But I bought this one. It was once played, and I got it for 90
Okay.
from the guy. That's right, because I
90 with the minis and all
Yeah.
that is definitely more palatable. I just what I like. It's so weird because, like I just said, I want the games to be radically different. If it's I don't want like a physical version of the video game, and that is this. This is not. It is different. But this is like the one instance where it's like, I think I would have rather had a zombie side game, but
Right.
Last of Us themed.
yeah.
It's not a campaign, which is nice. Like, I was expecting it to be. You just do the story of
Right.
the game.
I think the game is lost in translation with all this. Was I don't even know if you remember this, but if you BGG The Last of Us, there was Simon announced a Last of Us game about 4 years ago,
Oh, really?
saying coming soon, and it hasn't been talked about since.
Oh.
So I don't know if it was
Because they
if
lost
it's in the
$2
works.
$2 million or
Well,
something.
I don't know if it's in the works or if it's something that just got played, but it's still on
Oh, you're right,
BGG,
yeah.
and that really excited me. But then it just
right.
kind of disappeared. So
Yeah.
I almost wondered if they were going to go the zombie side route, but there really wasn't no info, and nothing else has really been said about
Yeah,
it.
because there's two things that pull up. There's The Last of Us, which
Right.
is by Seamont, and then Escape the Dark, which is,
Themeborn.
people say it's best at 2.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I'm
I mean,
curious.
best at 2 because you have to control
Right.
two characters anyway.
So I'm curious, like, if Simon will ever come out with that. Like,
If any company was to make a Last of Us board game, I think Simon would do it better justice than this. It's like it's so obvious I'm not the target demographic, but I would enjoy a Last of Us board game if it was fun. Like I did not have fun. But it felt like every single location you're just going through the motions, which maybe that makes it better solo, because you're just not having to really interact with anyone or anything, and you just sit there and roll dice in the dark for an hour. Well, because your setup is like one weird lamp that you just sit in the dark with the lamp on.
pretty close. Pretty close.
That's in your underwear.
It's a shop light over my table, and that's about
You're
what I have.
sweaty.
No, not that, but
Honey? I'm playing Last of Us. It's like, all the cards are worn. Just have that visual now. I really don't have much else to say, honestly. Do you have anything else for it?
I don't think so. I mean, it's what I expected it to be.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that's the thing. Like, because when this was a Kickstarter campaign, I thought about backing it, but then I was like, I wasn't sure about the art necessarily. I was kind of like hesitant on it, and because I hadn't heard much about the other games in their library, so I kind of waited on it, and then I regretted it.
Now I'm rolling super well. Every time I rolled, it was either a hit or there's my double miss.
So yeah, I mean,
I like the crafting. The crafting's nice. It's simple. It's not like stupid like folklore, where it's this most convoluted. You're able to craft pretty readily. It wasn't overly. I mean, I wouldn't even say it was difficult at all. But it wasn't like stupidly brutal. The only thing mechanically that I did not like was, let's do an event. Cool, we remove a threat. Oh, nope. Now put it back. Do it again. And then by that point, there's like one card left, so you're just might as well clear it out. And you're incentivized to clear it out, which is nice because it'll never go back, and you get a bunch of stuff for doing so. Which allows you to heal and allows you to, I don't have the card, but basically gives you items and lets you heal. But they're again the same. Every location isn't really different on clearing, but it is nice that you get something versus just constantly being brutally beat down, and maybe you'll draw a granola bar and like, thank I get 1 health back. I'm down. I'm from 4 to 5. Maybe I'll make it. I think I sat at like 13 for a pretty good amount
I
of
went
time.
down to 3 and then bolstered myself back up with
but
rest
you also
spots.
pushed it. You could have just left and then I could show up and then we beat it. Yeah, it's fine. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you giving The Last of Us?
Giving what I said earlier about it being what I expected it to be, the theme pushes it quite a bit, and then being it where a game I'm probably just going to play by myself most of the time, unless Amy decides she wants to do it because she loves the TV series Last of Us. She actually said she would play this, which is surprising since it's co-op.
It is co-op. Did you tell her that?
Yeah. No, I told her, I was like, I had this game because she saw it, and I was like, it's co-op, but would the theme push you into still playing it as a co-op? She goes, yeah. So
Nice.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay. See,
I'm not gonna go way crazy on it because it's not the greatest game ever.
Yeah.
But it puts me back in that universe enough that it's.
That is a respectable fan score. I thought you were gonna. If you said 9 or something,
no.
I was gonna throw up.
No. This is a 7 game, which is good.
I think that's what it's saying out on BGG.
If you do not like The Last of Us or don't know anything about The Last of Us, it's probably going to be like a 5.
That's where I'm at.
But if you like The Last of Us, that pushes it up those couple points to me and pushes it to that 7.
No, I mean, well, kind of. I'm at a 5, and I do like The Last of Us. It has been many years since I played the first game, but the video game was great from what I remember. But yeah, this one I'm just like, maybe it's because I haven't played it in so long, the video game, and I'm just like, like yeah, I guess it has some references. So, but gameplay wise, I'm like, I guess it made me want to try the video game again. Yeah, you know what? I should go and play part 1 and part 2. Yeah, this is as average as they come. But luckily, I didn't have to pay for it. Because if I had to pay for it, it would be probably less.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess if you are a fan of the show or the video games, it might bump it up a few points. But I think a 7 for like a fan base kind of score is respectable. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's our thoughts on The Last of Us: Escape the Dark. Let us know what you think of the game in the comments below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.